Hello and welcome back to another Hunger Games simulator video. Now the theme of this simulation is Doctor Who. Now I'm a big fan of Doctor Who, and I saw a few suggestions saying I should do a Doctor Who Hunger Games, and I was like, this is perfect. But I do like the modern era of Doctor Who, like New Who as it's called. So I've never really watched any of the classic Doctor Who episodes, meaning that most of this stuff is going to be kind of, pushed towards the modern era of Doctor Who, even though there can still be some characters in the simulation from classic Doctor Who, but it's not going to be as much of it. And then also, if you don't know how these videos work, I just put a bunch of characters into a simulation. It plays out like the Hunger Games. The last one alive and who lives to the end is the winner. And yeah, that's pretty much as simple as that. There's also events, and the events could possibly happen. The events are something where like a bunch of people die in it, or like say a bunch of poisonous rats start pooping on all the contestants. Then it's like, okay, see, now that's an event. People could live, people will die, but these are Doctor Who themed events. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all my explaining. Let's just get into the simulation. In District 1, we have the Doctor. Now I figured that being as this is the first Doctor Who simulation, I'll use the first Doctor. If I do make multiple sequels to this, I'll keep on going with different Doctors. So if I make a second one, it will have the second Doctor. If I make a third Doctor Who Hunger Games, I'll have the third Doctor, and so on. Also in District 1, we have Rose, the first companion of the New Who. Then in District 2, we got my boy Mickey. Also in District 2, we have Captain Jack, one of the most amazing companions, probably. He's counted as a companion, right? I'm pretty sure he is. Then in District 3, we have the TARDIS. I mean, if we pretty much need the TARDIS. If it wasn't for the TARDIS, what would the show even be? Also in District 3, we have the most iconic enemy, the Daleks, or in this case, just a singular Dalek. Then in District 4, we have a Cyberman, another extremely iconic enemy in Doctor Who. Also in District 4, there is the Master. Same thing with the Doctor, how I'm starting off with the first ever Master, and then we'll probably continue on with the other incarnations of the Master. Then District 5, we have, in my opinion, the greatest villain in existence. It's Dalek Sec. I know what you're thinking. This is a joke. It has to be a joke. It's just a black Dalek. It's just a Dalek that is painted black, and he doesn't do... I mean, he is kind of an important part of the story, but it's not like he does that much stuff. Like, you would think I would pick Davros or something, but no, okay? It's Dalek Sec. He's amazing. He's the best Dalek. I don't know why, but he just is. There's something about Dalek Sec that just makes him amazing. Dalek Sec was actually in my supervillain Hunger Games, and I don't know how good he did. I know he didn't win or anything like that, but I think he did, like, average, but hopefully this time he could do better than average. Also in District 5, we have the creator of the Daleks, Davros. Then in District 6, we have an Auton, which is, pretty much a mannequin that has a gun. Also in District 6, there's the Ice Warrior. Then District 7, we got Clive. Now most of you, even if you're a Doctor Who fan, probably have no idea who Clive is, which that's completely understandable, because it is just Clive. He was just in the first episode, he was like, yo, the Doctor be evil, man, and then he just dies by an Auton. Also in District 7, we have the best villain of Doctor Who. I know I said Dalek Sec was the best villain, but this truly is the best villain, let's just be real. It's the Absorbaloff. Then District 8, we have the Adipose. Then also in District 8, there is a Sea Devil. Now, I have never seen a Sea Devil in a Doctor Who episode, being as Sea Devils have not been in, any of the newer episodes. But I still know about them. I know they're kind of like a, iconic villain, so I figured, why not? Let's add in a Sea Devil. Then District 9, we have a Slovene, of extremely underrated villain. I know they may have been weird because all they did was, like, fart. But listen, they were kind of cool. And also in District 9, we got the Weeping Angel. Even if you don't know what Doctor Who is, it's kind of like the Daleks and the Cybermen. You're going to know what a Weeping Angel is. Then in District 10, we have the Candyman, which I just know he's just such a weird villain. Like, he's at, like, the top of every single worst Doctor Who villains list. And, I mean, even though I've never seen that episode, just from the look of the Candyman, I could tell that it was a weird villain. Also in District 10, there is a Centauran, which, I was thinking of adding a Centauran or Strax. I didn't really know which one. Maybe I'll add Strax in a sequel. Comment down below if you'd like to see Strax in a sequel Doctor Who Hunger Games simulation. Then District 11, we got the Mox of Balhoun. He's just a thick blue guy that sits in a chair. Also on District 11, we got an Ood. The Ood was like a main freaking like alien in the first 4 seasons of Doctor Who. And then like they appeared one more time and then like never again. Like bring the Oods back. Then District 12, our final district, we got a Tuba Santa. And then the final contestant is the Mighty Jaggerfest. I know it's like a bunch of other stuff. It's like the Mighty Jaggerfest of the Holy something. I don't even know. But I just put Mighty Jaggerfest. I doubt the other part would have even fit. It's just so long. Anyways, those are all the contestants. Let's see who will win this Hunger Games simulation Doctor Who theme. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Ice Warrior finds a canteen full of water. Hey, look. He found water on Mars. Get it? Because, you know, Ice Warriors are from Mars. And he found water. I'm so freaking funny. Weeping Angel and Ood fight Rose and the Doctor. Rose and the Doctor survive. Did a Weeping Angel and an Ood seriously think that they can kill the Doctor? And of course Rose can't die if she's with the Doctor. The Mox of Balhoun takes a spear from inside the cornucopia. Davros runs away from the cornucopia. But he doesn't run, though. He's in a wheelchair thing. So maybe I could say he rolls away from the cornucopia. I cannot say how many times I made that joke. It's insane. Captain Jack runs away from the cornucopia. The Absorbaloff runs away from the cornucopia, probably very slowly. We saw him run in that one episode, and he did not do very well at running. Candyman runs away from the cornucopia. Dalek takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Dalek, why do you need a sickle? You have, like, one of the most powerful weapons in the universe. The Master runs away from the cornucopia. He has to go and plan out his next scheme. TARDIS snatches a pair of scythes. Don't know how the TARDIS is going to use that. TARDIS is going to have to go into human form again. Mighty Jaggerfest grabs a backpack, not realizing it is empty. I'm not noticing, by the way, that Mighty Jaggerfest can't do anything, being as he's just stuck on the ceiling. Cyberman finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Tuba Santa runs away from the cornucopia. Auton runs away from the cornucopia. Dalek Sec runs away from the cornucopia. Yes, go and exterminate everyone else. Sea Devil runs away from the cornucopia. Adipose runs away from the cornucopia. Clive finds a bag full of explosives. Whoa! Slovene shoots an arrow at Mickey, but misses, and kills Centauran instead. Rip the Centauran. He probably had his back turned and got oofed. Candyman repeatedly stabs the Doctor to death with scythes. So the Doctor's death is because of Candyman. This is how the Doctor dies. Not to a Dalek, or a Cyberman, or any other powerful villain. The way the Doctor dies is to Candyman. The Master picks flowers. Master, that does not sound like an evil scheme. Mighty Jaggerfest sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. He can't even investigate if he wanted to. He's stuck to the ceiling. Adipose sets an explosive off, killing Mickey, the Absorbaloff, Ice Warrior, and Tuba Santa. This innocent-looking Adipose just killed Mickey, the Absorbaloff, Ice Warrior, and the Tuba Santa in like a second. The Mox of Balhoun chases Slovene. Captain Jack and Davros work together for the day. Why? Rose travels to higher ground. Now Rose doesn't have the Doctor. What will Rose even do? Dalek Sec receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Clive receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Sea Devil defeats TARDIS in a fight, but spares her life. Auton defeats Cyberman in a fight, but spares his life. Auton, you don't let a Cyberman live. He's gonna upgrade you and turn you into a Cyberman. Dalek cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. You know what's actually so funny about that? Is that the picture that I chose for Dalek is from the episode in season 1 called Dalek, where at the end of that episode, the Dalek literally cannot handle circumstances and then commits suicide. 9 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Weeping Angel, the Ood, the Centauran, the Doctor, Mickey, the Absorbaloff, Ice Warrior, Tuba Santa, and a Dalek. The Mox of Balhoun and Clive huddle for warmth. Clive, I will not try to huddle for warmth with the Mox of Balhoun. Like, look at that. Just look at it. Just stare into that. Davros convinces Candyman to snuggle with him. You know, Davros probably likes Candyman. Candyman is the one to kill the Doctor. TARDIS stabs the Master with a tree branch. Rhodes attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Captain Jack tends to Dalek's wounds. Yes, Captain Jack is doing the right thing. He's healing Dalek Sec. Mighty Jaggerfest and Adipose hold hands. What hands, Mighty Jaggerfest? Auton is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. I mean, wouldn't he melt if he started a fire? Slitheen attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Sea Devil goes to sleep, and Cyberman thinks about home. Yes, the home where everyone has been deleted. Candyman, Dalek, Sec, Rose, and Mighty Jaggerfest hunt for other tributes. Rose, you seem to be a big standout there, because I don't know why you're with all these villains. Captain Jack receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Captain Jack should give it all to Dalek Sec. Adipose, Sea Devil, the Mox Balhoon, and Cyberman raid Davros' camp while he is hunting. Man, imagine having your camp raided by the Mox Balhoon. Slitheen camouflages himself in the bushes. I mean, he's green. That can kind of work. Clive receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Auton discovers a cave, and the TARDIS searches for a water source. One cannon shot can be heard in the distance, and that is the Master. Dalek Sec and Captain Jack tell stories about themselves to each other. See, Dalek Sec and Captain Jack are best friends. Normally a Dalek want to exterminate everything, but Captain Jack, he's okay, he's cool. Slitheen fends Sea Devil, Auton, and Rose away from his fire. I mean, a Slitheen may not be that powerful, but, I mean, the people he's defending right now is not that powerful either. Unless if Rose becomes Bad Wolf, then you're screwed. Clive tries to sing himself to sleep. TARDIS and the Mox Balhoon tell stories about themselves to each other. I mean, TARDIS can't really speak, but, you know, okay. Cyberman and Candyman tell stories about themselves to each other. Mighty Jaggerfest climbs a tree to rest. But how, though? Davros thinks about home. And Adipose sets up camp for the night. The Mox Balhoon injures himself. Slitheen, TARDIS, Candyman, and Adipose hunt for other tributes. TARDIS, why are you hanging out with the bad guys? Dalek Sec and Clive hunt for other tributes. That's a pretty good team right there. Although Dalek Sec is probably not going to trust Clive and just exterminate him. Auton stalks Sea Devil, and Davros picks flowers. Rose fishes. Captain Jack steals from Cyberman while he isn't looking. What did you steal? An extra robot part? Oh, maybe it's to heal Dalek Sec. Okay, good job, Captain Jack, then. Good job. Mighty Jaggerfest receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Davros cries himself to sleep. But he got no eyes, though. Oh, wait, no, he does, for some reason. Never mind. Auton begs for Sea Devil to kill him. He refuses, keeping Auton alive. The Mox Balhoon looks at the night sky. Rose fends off the TARDIS, Dalek Sec, and Candyman away from a fire. Dalek Sec just exterminate her. Slitheen and Adipose tell stories about themselves to each other. Captain Jack stays awake all night. Clive receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. And the Cyberman is woken up by nightmares. And the Mighty Jaggerfest attempts to start a fire, but it's unsuccessful. Auton fishes. Adipose searches for a water source. Candyman constructs a shack. I bet it's made out of candy. Clive, TARDIS, Davros, the Mox Balhoon, and Slitheen hunt for other tributes. Sea Devil questions his sanity. I mean, I guess I would too, if I, looked like that. Captain Jack explores the arena. Cyberman also explores the arena. He's looking for some people to upgrade right now. Rose, Mighty Jaggerfest, and Dalek Sec hunt for other tributes. Rose, Clive, the Mox Balhoon, and Davros track down and kill Captain Jack. But Captain Jack was just helping out Dalek Sec. He didn't do anything wrong. And Davros, why would you want to kill him? He's helping out one of your creations. And Rose, why did you want to kill Captain Jack? TARDIS receives an explosive from the unknown sponsor. Adipose and Cyberman hold hands. Sea Devil, Mighty Jaggerfest, and Dalek Sec discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Slitheen starts a fire. Auton falls into a pit and dies. Well, I mean, the Auton isn't really powerful, so I didn't really expect him to win anyways. Candyman cooks his food before putting his fire out. Candyman searches for firewood. He may have just cooked his food and also just put his fire out, but he wants more fire now. Mighty Jaggerfest makes a slingshot. Okay, how did you make it, and how are you going to use it? Clive camouflages himself in the bushes. TARDIS searches for firewood. The Mox Balhoon is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Cyberman overhears Davros and Dalek Sec talking in the distance. Slitheen stalks Rose. Adipose searches for firewood. Sea Devil makes a slingshot. And an event has happened. The Pandorica opens. If you don't know what this is referring to, in Season 5, the finale, the Pandorica opens and the Doctor is trapped into the Pandorica. And that's pretty much the whole thing. So let's see who lives through this. Clive lives. Yes, Clive is too powerful to just die inside of a Pandorica box. Dalek Sec lives. Rose gets trapped in the Pandorica. Mighty Jaggerfest throws Candyman into the Pandorica. Sea Devil throws Slovene into the Pandorica. The TARDIS gets trapped into the Pandorica. The Adipose lives. The Cyberman also lives. Davros also lives. And the Mox Balhoon gets trapped in the Pandorica. I'm surprised he could fit in the Pandorica, being of how thick he is. 7 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Captain Jack, Auton, Rose, Candyman, Slovene, TARDIS, and the Mox Balhoon. Cyberman's trap kills Davros. The Cyberman does hate the Daleks, so I guess it would make sense that he wants to kill Davros so he can't make any more. Clive receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. This is like the second time he's received a hatchet. Mighty Jaggerfest receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Sea Devil decapitates Adipose with a sword. Wow. Okay, I mean, I don't even know where Adipose's head is. He's pretty much just a blob. And Dalek stays awake all night. Dalek, he's making it pretty far. He definitely made it farther than the supervillain one, I'm pretty sure. So Dalek, I believe in you. Okay, you could win this. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Mighty Jaggerfest shoots an arrow into Dalek's head. No! Dalek, why didn't you just exterminate Mighty Jaggerfest? I mean, I guess Mighty Jaggerfest might have caught him by surprise, being as he is on the ceiling. Also, how did he shoot an arrow? How does this happen? Cyberman decides not to go to the feast. Sea Devil decides not to go to the feast. And Clive bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Rip Clive. I don't know how Clive actually made it this far. Sea Devil bashes Mighty Jaggerfest's head against a rock several times. And Cyberman dies from an infection. I guess the only infection I could think of is becoming, like, emotions. Again, becoming emotions. I can speak. But this means that Sea Devil won. 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Davros. What? Davros is Dalek confirmed. I always knew Dalek was secretly behind everything. Dalek created the Daleks. It all makes sense. Also, why is this glitch still happening? Adipose also died. There's also Dalek, the real Dalek, Clive, Mighty Jaggerfest, and Cyberman. And the winner is Sea Devil from District 8, one of the only classic Doctor Who villains I added. And he won it. I've never even seen an episode with a Sea Devil. I should probably watch one because Sea Devil won this. I'll see if they actually truly deserved it. Well, here are all the placements. Sea Devil with 3 kills in first place. Then Dalek in 5th place with no kills. Dalek, you should have exterminated people. Anyways, I guess that is it for this Hunger Games simulation Doctor Who edition. The Sea Devil is your winner somehow. Make sure to comment below any suggestions you have for other Hunger Games Simulator videos. I'll hopefully make plenty of more soon. And also make sure to comment down below if you want to see another Doctor Who edition. So if you want to see a sequel to this, maybe a threequel to this, maybe a fourquel in this, or a fifthquel in this. If you want to see characters, comment down below. Just comment down a bunch of suggestions. Anyways, that's it for this video. Sea Devil's your winner, and goodbye.
Absorb a lot, yes.